What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Frantic Co YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about the Xpro Titan 250 DLX, the Hawk 250. I get pulled over by the police. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get this video started. You might see in the title of the video, we'll get to it here in just a second, but I want to talk about getting pulled over, boys. Damn. Now to the topic of this video. I want to talk about two things. Well, one thing, but just kind of comparing. So I want to talk about the Hawk 250 and the Xpro Titan 250 DLX specifically, because they do make the Xpro Titan just a dirt bike, and 250 dirt bike, but not the DLX version. The DLX is a street version with the lights, the blinkers, and all that kind of stuff, and that's what I had. So I just wanted to compare the Hawk 250 versus the Xpro Titan DLX 250 DLX, and I'm on my 2015 Honda Grom, just kind of cruising around a little bit. So pros and cons to each, what would be better for you. I've owned both, as you can see a long time ago in my videos. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to compare and contrast them. Hi, Jody Lindbach.
Hi, Michael Terry.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, I'll be back there in a little bit. I'm gonna ride around a little bit. All right, so that was who we call Cool Jody, my mother-in-law. Super cool. They're rebuilding the deck right now, so they got a lot of stuff going on back there. There's always people down here, man. Sometimes I just want to rip down there. There's like a trail you can go in back down that way, but those are all city workers, I believe, so I'm not trying to get in trouble, because I don't know if I'm allowed to be down there, but let's get it. Anyway, so I want to compare and contrast what you think maybe you would want to buy. Do you want a Hawk 250? Do you think that you would want a Xpro Titan? So the differences between the two, the main differences is, oh, there's some big ruts. The main difference is the Hawk 250 is more of a true like actual dual sport. And when I say dual sport, I mean it's got a wide cushy seat. It's got more 60/40 tires on it. It's got more, it just feels a lot more comfortable. I don't know specs wise, I won't get into specs, but I do believe it weighs more. Like, it just seems like a heavier, bigger bike. And I'm a big guy, so like to me it was perfect, fit me great and everything like that. The I don't know how far I should be going down here, but the so yeah, engine wise I would say they're pretty much the same. So yeah, so that's kind of the basics of the Hawk. Price wise they're about the same. I think Hawks might cost a little more now, but they're all pretty relative to the same. I do know the Hawks has like a counterbalance motor coming out now, and you can get fuel injected on some of them and whatnot. But I'm just talking just the regular Hawk 250 and the Xpro Titan 250, because that's what I have experience with. The Xpro Titan 250 has more of a skinnier seat. It's a skinnier bike. It's almost like a street legal dirt bike. Seating position wise, the seat is not nearly as comfortable. It's not terrible, it's just not nearly as comfortable as the Hawk. The Hawk is made to put miles on, I feel like, comparable. And the Hawk I had carburetor issues with, I had a fuel tank issue with, the plastics were kind of janky. But the Titan 250, I didn't have any issues with. The carburetor was perfect, the plastics are great, I just peeled the stickers off of them. But yeah, I didn't have any issues at all with the Xpro Titan. So the Hawk 250, I put about 1,500 miles on before I sold it. The Xpro Titan, I put about almost, it was either 5,000 or just under 5,000 miles on it. Like, I rode the living hell out of it, and literally no issues aside from having to like get the wheel trued up, which was a learning process in its own. And then when I ordered it, like, one of the bolts of suspension just didn't come, so I just went to my Tractor Supply and come here. Hi, Buddha. Hi, Buddha. But yeah, so what I was saying was, and then the only other issue was like the bolt that held like the rear shock or something like that. That didn't come with it, so I just went to like Tractor Supply and got nice grade 7, grade 8, whatever, better hardware than it came with anyways, and put that in and didn't have any issues. And then I think at like 2,500 miles, my front brake caliper, one of the bolts held it on, just kind of started backing out, loosening, started loosening itself, and then kind of wiggled off one time I was riding. But that's just because I ride back roads and it's bumpy and everything like that. But that was it, and then that was all fixed just fine. And like I said, the Hawk, I had carburetor issues, plastics are always falling off. It just seemed like a much cheaper bike, build quality wise. And again, that was, a few years difference, you know. It was, the Hawk was a little bit of an older bike when I got, because it was 2016 or 2017. 2017 or 2018 was on the Hawk. The Xpro Titan was when I had that in 2021. So, yeah. But so to kind of like sum up all of that, what I think, what would be best for you, what was best for me, personally, the Xpro Titan 250, that was my favorite bike I've ever owned thus far. I don't know, I'm really loving this Grom. But when it comes to Chinese dual sports and Chinese bikes, that was my favorite that I've ever owned. So with that being said, the Xpro Titan was my favorite. What would be best for you? That might be a different question. That's something you gotta ask yourself. Do you want a cushier seat? And do you want, well, so the thing with the Hawk is now you can get one with a counterbalance motor, so less vibration. You can get one with fuel injection, which eliminates the whole carburetor issue and elevation and all that jazz. So you know, that's a bunch of perks right in its own, but you also pay for it, so it's not going to be as cheap. If I were to do it all over again, because I haven't experienced the counterbalance motor, I haven't experienced the, actually I'm gonna go this way, I haven't experienced that counterbalance motor when it comes to a Chinese motorcycle, and the fuel injector part, I would probably do that version of it. But I loved and had so much fun with the Titan 250. I don't know if I could not get that. They're both, engine-wise, power-wise, I would say the same. It's really the frame and the way it looks and everything. The Titan 250 to me looks like a Husqvarna, especially when you take all the stickers off of it. And I think it just looks rad. Ooh, let's try to go down here. Oh, these are big rocks. Oh shit. Oh shit. So you really need to just ask yourself what's going to be best for you. What kind of riding do you do more? If you're going to do more single track riding and stuff like that, Titan 250 all day. It's nimble, it's skinnier. I just feel like it's more purpose built for that. If you're going to do some more highway miles, just gravel road cruising, stuff like that, I would probably say the Hawk. And don't quote me on this, but I feel, at least to me, it seemed like the Titan 250. Oh, guys, the Titan 250 seemed lighter to me. So if you want a lighter bike, that Hawk maybe a little heavier, which is better for riding on the roads, you know, maybe doing some gravel riding. You just feel more planted to the road and stuff. So yeah. And also, as we're talking about Chinese dual sports and stuff like that, one thing that I've been eyeing and what I thought about getting instead of this Grom was, I think it's called the Templar, which looks pretty gnarly because it has like a skid plate on it, and I'm pretty sure it's got the counterbalance. This is loose. It has the counterbalance motor already. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I saw. Oh shit. But I thought about getting that, but this thing's got fuel injection and stuff, and I was like, you know, I just want to buy a Japanese bike, a Honda, and not have any worries, you know, just know I can just hop on it and go ride and like not have to worry about reliability and stuff. Although on the Xpro Titan, I didn't really have reliability issues or anything, but that's all you hear. I feel like it's like, that's everyone's fear when you buy a Chinese bike, is this won't work, that goes out, this breaks, unreliability, yada yada yada. And I just didn't have that experience. But I'm also mechanically inclined, and anytime I would notice something might get loose or anything like that, I would bolt check the whole bike and whatnot because of what the bike is. Thread locker is your best friend. But so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and probably end the video out here and stuff. So kind of the moral of the video: Xpro Titan 250, Hawk 250, Templar X. What's the best bike? Me personally, I'm going with the Xpro Titan, and from experience, that's what I loved. It was the best bike I've had in such a long time. So yeah, so with that being said, if you could subscribe, give me the thumbs up, maybe share this video. I'm just trying to grow my platform and create some cool content. It won't all be just riding videos like this. I've got a bunch of mods coming for the Grom, and then I'm hoping to buy a Templar X shortly and start doing kind of a, not build series, but you know, build the bike and all that kind of stuff. So if you like the content so far, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one here in just a few days. Peace.